I was born in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, and after I lived in Italy for 4 years with my dad and my mom, that they played in Italy for a few years. And when I come back to Brazil, I started to play volleyball. 9 or 10 years old, but I always was in a court playing with my parents. So I think the volleyball is my life. For me, always I think for the positive side. It's always very grateful because I always look in my mom winning games, winning championships. So I always thought that one day I want to be like them. So it's a dream being in the national team of Brazil. In Brazil, we have a lot of good setters. So I have a lot of examples for me. I think the first one that I looked at was Mauricio. He was I think a very good example for always of my age, And then Ricardo, that I played with him in the national team for 2 years, and he always talk to me and tell me good things to be a good setter. So I have these two examples that I think was the best in the world. So I have a good example for me. I think a lot of things in Brazil. In special case, me and my father, that's the coach, we suffered a lot because always want to see Ricardo in the national team. So when they saw me, everybody have like you are there because your father is the coach. So this is a thing that was very bad for me because I want to be a good player, but it's not the how can I say, it's not my fault he wasn't there, and I preferred if I entered in the national team with another in another time, maybe this year it was easier for me because I think winning 3 championships in Brazil, the national league, I think nobody has to say this and tell that my father is trying to give me a gift, being there, and this is very difficult for me. No. When Ricardo leaves the national team, I think was 3 days after the World League here in Poland, I think, yes. And I was in my team just practicing. I was with the team since the last week in Finland, and then I became to my team. And when Ricardo didn't go to the Pan American Games, I have been convocated, but we didn't talk about this. I was there because I was the third, and then when the first goes out, I was the third, and it's a sequence. Yes, I think so, because always in my dreams, I expect for that moment, and that group was very special for me because in all these difficult moments of my career, they were always with me, always how can I say, being very positive for me, and I'm very fan of all that players, of Gustavo, Andrea Heller, Giba, and all this, and I think they deserve that, you know, to finish. Someone of them, like Gustavo, that now he stops in the national team. I think they deserve that gold medal. So I suffered for me, and I think for that group, because they deserve a lot of that gold medal. Yeah, because
you had time to try.
I have time to try more, and then they don't have this time. So, but I think in Brazil they have to be like a hero for everybody in Brazil, because they won everything in the world. A lot. You know that always we are pressing. Yesterday we just arrived here, and then we came to the gym, and then to make a lot of training. So I think it's our way to do the things, you know, training a lot. It's a Brazilian characteristic, I think. Yes, I think I want to have a big family with a lot of children, and I expect one day I'm playing, and my children's in the court with me, playing, and I think to marry it's another step. Thank you very much.